Hello and welcome to the Kitchen Design Experts. This is the channel that tells you all you need to know about kitchens, kitchen design and kitchen appliances. And it's the latter subject that we're going to talk about today. Because today we're going to be talking about what is a self-cleaning oven and what other alternatives are there. Now then, first of all, when you're designing a kitchen and you're doing the full job, there is so much you've got to think about. Good grief, you've got colours choices, handle choices, you've got the design itself, you've got all the installation work. Where should my double sockets go? How should my lights be switched? And then you come to the minefield that's appliances. Which appliances to buy? What will suit your design? What does each appliance do? Now, as a kitchen designer, one of the things that we hate to hear from our clients once we've finished the job is the phrase, "Oh, I wish I'd thought of that." Now, obviously, with so much going on with the kitchen design, invariably, I'm afraid, we do hear that. But one of the comments that we get most of all once the kitchen has been installed obviously happens when the client first comes round to cleaning the oven. And that's the moment when they think, "Oh, I wish I thought if there was any alternative to this." And obviously we do try to introduce it when we're talking to people at the early stages, but it sometimes gets lost in the myriad of other things we have to discuss. So today I'd like to take the opportunity just to talk through the various methods there are for cleaning your oven. And if you are having a new fitted kitchen, hopefully you'll see this video and you'll bear in mind what it is we're going to tell you, so you can ask your kitchen designer for the oven cleaning method that suits you. I am going to have to generalise a little bit here because all different manufacturers of appliances will call the different cleaning systems perhaps different things by different names. So I'm going to use the Bosch appliance range for my terms of reference. And in their range, they basically have 3 cleaning methods for their ovens. And again, that's fairly standard amongst all the manufacturers. The 3 cleaning methods that they have, one they call Easy Clean Enamel, one they call Eco Clean, and one is Pyrolytic cleaning. So let's take them in order. First of all, Easy Clean Enamel. I'm actually just going to read what it is they write down as an explanation as to what Easy Clean Enamel is. According to Bosch, the easy cleaning enamel surface is easy to clean using soapy water or a vinegar solution. The customer will need to clean all areas of the oven using a cloth to remove any of the grease buildup. Now personally, I think the term easy clean is a bit of a misnomer because it's damn hard work. This is a basic oven. This is how an oven comes if, frankly, it has no cleaning assistance whatsoever. This is where you're expected to clean your oven often, otherwise the grease is going to build up and become very difficult to clean. And frankly, it's available at most of the entry-level appliances, because obviously the more cleaning methods you put into your oven, the more the appliance is going to cost. So if possible, try to make sure that you move up the price category enough to get an alternative method of cleaning other than Easy Clean Enamel. Okay, the next method of cleaning your oven, Bosch call it Eco Clean, and quite a few other manufacturers call it a similar thing. Basically, this is a lining in the oven. It's a microfine ceramic bead that covers parts of the oven. In the old days, we used to have what we call catalytic liners. If you're old enough like me, you'll remember them. They used to slide into the side of the oven and then you put your rails in, and you used to make a horrible noise when you did it. They functioned in a similar way. They absorbed grease. However, technology's moved on and the Eco Clean is an awful lot better now than the catalytic liners. Now, basically, these microfine ceramic beads absorb the grease And what they do in actual fact is once the oven gets up to a certain temperature, usually over 100 degrees, 140 degrees maybe, I think Bosch say, basically what happens, that reacts with these microfine ceramic liners, it cleans them. And they give the grease back off into the oven. And it doesn't smell, it doesn't affect cooking, and it's a way of self-cleaning the oven in a way. Sometimes they can get overloaded. If you start to see dark spots on these EcoClean liners, there's usually a method in the oven of cleaning the oven. And you click this button and it will heat up to the pre-required heat, usually for about an hour, and it will then engage with these linings and it will essentially clean them. So they are quite an effective way of keeping the oven clean. You've got to bear in mind though that sometimes, depending on which oven you're buying, these EcoClean type liners don't cover the complete oven. They're never on the base of the oven, that's usually the Easy Clean Enamel. But you can get them sometimes at entry-level appliances just on the sides. My recommendation is when you're looking at your appliance, try and make sure that these liners are not just on the sides, but are on the back and the top of the oven as well. Because the whole purpose of having these liners is to ease the cleaning method of your oven. And if you're still going to try and get above the grill element at the back and round the top, it's not great. So if you're going to bother to go to the trouble of having these Easy Clean liners, make sure they cover the full oven, obviously apart from the base. Finally, we get round to what we call a self-cleaning oven. This is a pyrolytic oven. This cleans the oven with heat. There's an enamel that reacts to this heat, and what actually happens is the oven will heat up to roughly 480 degrees, something like that, very hot indeed, very hot. And it will make sure that when the oven cleaning process is complete, all you've got to deal with is like a residue ash, like a volcanic ash almost, that you just wipe out of the bottom of the oven. It is very, very effective. It's without question the best way, I think, of cleaning an oven. It's safe because what happens in actual fact is when the oven gets up to a certain high temperature, the door locks, so you can't accidentally open the oven. And in the case of Bosch and many makes, they'll put some cool air up between the glass of the door so that the actual exterior part of the glass door isn't overly hot either. So it's a safe method. It's a reasonably cheap method when you think of all these oven cleaning materials you've got to buy from the supermarket to clean your enamel. And there are different levels you can use it at. It's something that you decide to do yourself. So you see your oven's looking a little bit tired, dirty, whatever. And you choose which level of pyrolytic cleaning you want. There's usually three. 3 is for the more soiled ovens and 1 is just for a little bit of mess on the bottom of the oven, whatever. So basically, you engage the pyrolytic cleaning, it heats up, and once the oven has cooled down, the door unlocks, open the door, and you just wipe it out. It's dead simple. And if, shall we say, money's no object when you're going through the course of your kitchen design, one thing I would always consider suggesting to our clients is at least consider pyrolysis in your oven. So let's show you an example of both those methods of cleaning, the EcoClean and the pyrolytic cleaning. I'm ignoring completely the Easy Clean Enamel version. We have 2 ovens here. We have a single oven. This particular oven has the EcoClean system in it. And here we have what's called a combination oven. And in this oven, this happens to have the pyrolytic cleaning method. So let's start with the EcoClean. With this, you don't have to take out all the accessories. It's a process that happens actually whilst you're cooking, because an awful lot of the dishes you cook will be over 140 degrees. So it's already engaging the actual cleaning system on an ongoing way. If the system gets a bit overloaded, and like I say, you start to see some dark spots on the EcoClean liners, it's worthwhile then activating the actual cleaning method. It's usually just a button off the menu that you press, it'll time it for an hour and it'll come on. In that case, it can be wise, I think, to take out the accessories, just leave the oven bare and engage the cleaning system. And it does work extremely well. Now, as far as the actual method itself is concerned, if you look at this picture here, it describes the process it actually goes through. So you can see from the first element there that the fat and grease lands on top of the actual micro ceramic fine beads. Then that gets absorbed. Because the surface area of those beads is quite large, the actual grease and fat deposits are absorbed into those ceramic beads. And then at 140 degrees or above, regeneration, as they call it, begins. And the cleaning process happens actually whilst you're cooking in most cases. The element will burn off the smell of grease and fats, cleans the air, and then it recirculates it back into the oven. And as I said before, no smells or flavours will be tasted in your cooking. So it is an ongoing process. That's great, it works. You don't generally have to clean your oven. Like I say, try to make sure that you get it not just on the sides, but on the back of the oven and the top. You can generally tell if an oven has the EcoClean system, because if you scratch your fingers on it, it's like sandpaper. And it makes a noise. It's the sort of noise that when you put chalk on a blackboard, it sends shivers down your spine. So you can generally tell if your oven has EcoClean, because you go into the showroom and just run your fingers on the sides. But as I say, always check top and bottom as well. It's well worth it. Now, when it comes to pyrolytic ovens, this is a combination oven, and this is cleaned by pyrolysis. Now, basically, what you do when you're cleaning your oven with the pyrolytic method, you do want to remove all the accessories. You also, if your oven has these metal sides to it, these want to come out as well. Generally, they just lift out quite easily, so you've got a completely clear oven. Before you start with the pyrolytic cleaning method, it's always as well to wipe around the rubber seal of the oven with a wet cloth, just to clean that section of it. And then quite simply, it's a case of choosing the program here, pyrolytic cleaning, choosing 1, 2 or 3, which sets the time that the pyrolytic cleaning will run for, and then press a button and walk away. Now, I've got one of these at home. I do recommend, because it can smell a little bit, I find, so I always open the window and I make sure I do it when we're not entertaining guests that evening. But basically, once it's gone through its cycle, you simply open the door and you've got this grey ash in the bottom of your oven that you simply wipe out. I find it doesn't necessarily clean the back of the oven quite as well, the actual glass back of the door, I mean. It doesn't clean that quite as well, but what it does, it certainly loosens any grease that's on there, which does then make it very simple with a wet cloth just to clean the back of the glass on the back of the door. So that obviously is a very simple method for cleaning ovens. Does it cost more? Yes, it does. It costs more than obviously the easy clean enamel, and yes, it generally costs a little bit extra than the actual EcoClean system with the liners. But what you'll find is, if you look at different ranges of appliances, again taking Bosch as an example, they have different levels of ovens, Series 4, Series 6, Series 8, and what you generally find, and each of those series will cost various amounts of money, but you will find that the pyrolytic cleaning system is available on some of the cheaper ovens. So a Series 6 oven from Bosch will cost less than a Series 8 oven, but you can get pyrolysis at Series 6. So you don't have to go to the absolute extreme from a cost point of view. Talk to your kitchen designer and find out whether or not the pyrolytic cleaning is available in an appliance that fits your budget. Because if it is available, I would always go for it. Okay, that basically is all I want to talk about on oven cleaning today. If you have any comments, as always, please ask us in the comments boxes below. We will get back to you. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.